Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to Austin English class. Last class, we have completed 4 activities of the unit How Far is the River? Today, we start with the activity number 5. All of you take your text, page number 14, activity 5. Here. Imagine that after several years, the boy visits the place again. He notices that the place has changed a lot. It has become a tourist spot now. What could be the changes? Describe it in your own words. It's a good activity, no? You know, all places are changing. All our forests are changing into tourist places. So similarly, after a few years, our boy visited his river once again, visited the forest. Now it is a tourist place. What could be the changes in that place? You think and answer. I just give you some hints. The boy may see big resorts, hotels, and the forest changed into a small township. No silence. Now the people are walking, tourist guides, restaurants, something like that in the place. So, including all these hints, you can write a paragraph. Activity 6. The boy notices a few placards and posters with slogans written by lovers of nature. Read the slogans. Here are 2 slogans you see. Save trees, save water. Save trees, help us breathe. These are 2 slogans on a poster. What is the message conveyed in the above slogans? What is the message conveyed in the above slogans? The message is very simple. To conserve nature, to protect nature is the message of the slogans. So, now write 2 other slogans on the need to conserve nature. So, in the next column here, you write down 2 other slogans to conserve, to protect nature. Okay? Next step. Look at the poster against deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? Deforestation is the opposite of afforestation. Cutting down all the trees in the forest is called deforestation. So here is a poster, you can see, against deforestation. You see many trees have been cut here. So, and here are some questions. What do you see in this poster? Write in the boxes given below. Look at the poster and write the title. First one, title. Then, which is the title? Lend a helping hand. That is the title of the poster. Second, illustration. Illustration in the poster. Picture showing the children's love for trees is the illustration here. And slogan, instruction, message. You read this poster and write down all these there. Now, activity 7. Imagine that the nature club of your school is going to conduct a poster making competition in connection with the World Environment Day. Prepare a poster for the competition. Can you do a poster for the competition? So, all of you make your own posters and do it as a homework. You can write some sentences like, have a happy tomorrow, forest, trees should be protected. Trees are our lungs because our lungs are filled with oxygen because of trees. Something like that you can write down on the poster. Now, Activity 8. Read the description about the boy in the story How Far is the River? Here is a description of the boy. He was about 12 years old, a sturdy boy with untidy black hair and shining black eyes. He had fine features and a clean brown skin, but his hands and feet were rough and scratched. He was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford shoes, but because he liked the feel of warm stones and cool grass. This is the description of the boy in the story. So, what are the words used to describe the boy? There are many words that used to describe the boy. What are the words? For his physique, first one is physique, hair, eye, skin, hands and feet. How did Ruskin Bond describe his physique? Physique means physical appearance. And there were some other words Ruskin Bond used to describe his hair, and many other words to describe his eyes and skin, something like that. Do you know what are the words? I think for his physique, Ruskin Bond uses the word sturdy. And what was his hair about? Black hair. Black eyes. Skin was brown. So, brown is the word used to describe the skin. And hands and feet were rough. So, rough and scratched were the words, describing words used to describe hands and feet. So, you write down all the words on the right side of the column. Now, B. The boy meets a girl on his way to the river. Do you remember the boy met a girl on the way to the river? Okay. Describe the girl with the references to the following. Write it below. Now, similarly, you have to write down a description. We have already read a description about the boy. So, similarly, you describe the girl. Okay? Here are some hints have been given to you. What? The appearance of the girl, the attitude of the girl, behavior of the girl. You should include all these things and write a beautiful description about the girl. You can start like this. The girl was about 15 years old. She had never been to the river. Something like that you can start. Okay? Activity 9. Here is a letter written by Anushka. Read and find out how Anushka has organized her letter. Letter writing. Activity 9 makes you understand the body of a letter, the method of a letter. It is, you can see Anushka's letter. First, sender's address. Second, date. Then, salutation. Dear Ammu. When we write a letter, you start with the sender's address. After that, on left side, the date and then salutation. If suppose you write a letter to your father, you can write, Dear Father, or Dear Teacher, or Dear Friend, something like that is called salutation. Then comes the body of the letter. Body of the letter means the matter we write. And last, the closing. Closing means the letter is closed with regards to all our friends. You can send some last sentences. Convey our best regards to all other members in the family. This is a closing sentence. This type of sentences are called closing sentences. Then signature and your name. This is the method of writing a letter. Here is very clearly the letter of Anushka. You read this letter, and then the boy in the story, How Far is the River, is thrilled after visiting the river. He decides to write a letter to his friend to share his experiences. What would be the letter? Write it below. Here a column. You can write the letter of the boy. You read this letter, and similarly in this model you write this is as an homework. Now activity 10, prepare a magazine. In the light of all story, how far is the river, you prepare a magazine. On the topic, save planet Earth. The topic is that, save planet Earth. You can include the following items in your magazine. This is a vast work. As a group work, you can do this. When the school opens also, you can do this activity. You include some poems, some posters, stories, descriptions, paintings, quotes, word puzzles, slogans, riddles, etc. You can write. And including all these things, you can make a small book. Magazine means a small book. You make a small book in the light of the story, how far is the river. Next, activity 11. Find the words that convey the same idea and write them in the space provided. It is very, very interesting activity. Not only interesting, but informative and educative. Here, the activity 11 introduces you synonyms. Synonym. Okay, what is synonym? Synonym means same meaning. Synonym means same meaning. When you come back to the activity, you understand. First one, walk. And here they have given two words, march. March means the same meaning of walk, no. March is also like this, walk, same meaning. And stride. Stride is also means walk. So two words, same in meaning, similar in meaning. Similarly, you have to refer the dictionary and find out the similar meaning of the words stop, ask, decide. You write, can you say some similar words for the word stop? Cease. And another interesting word, pause. You use the word pause. When you watch a video or voice, you pause on your mobile phone. There is a button for pausing. Pause means stop. So, stop and pause means same meaning. So, stop and pause are synonyms. Do you understand? What is a synonym? Synonym is words which are same in meaning. Synonym. Next, decide and ask. And here, what is synonym? They describe here on the left side of the activity. I read, synonym, a word or phrase which has the same or nearly the same meaning as that of another word is called a synonym. Okay? Now, 12. Look at the following sentence. The boy walked along the path. It is a sentence. Second, B. The sturdy boy walked along the stony path. You see the word sturdy. Sturdy is a word used to describe the word noun boy. Next, C. The young, barefooted, sturdy boy walked along the stony path. It's a long sentence. Here, there are some other words to describe the boy. The young, one describing word. Barefooted, sturdy boy. So, here, young, barefooted, sturdy. These three words are used to describe the noun boy. So, they are called describing words, or grammatically we say they are adjectives. They are called adjectives. So, here, words which describe nouns or pronouns are termed as describing words or adjectives. So, this activity introduces you what are adjectives. Okay? B. Here is an extract from the story, How Far is the River? Read it carefully. Extract means a small part from the big story. If there is a big story, story or novel and we take one or two paragraphs from a story. That paragraph is called a extract. Okay? Once again I read. Here is an extract from the story How Far is the River? Read it carefully. A trickle of water came from hillside and the boy stopped to drink. The water was cold and sharp but very refreshing. However, it seemed to have the effect of making him more thirsty. The sun was striking his side of the hill and the dusty path became hotter, the stones scorching the boy's feet. He was sure he had gone halfway. He had walked for over an hour. Now pick out the describing words and naming words from the extract and stick them on the bags given below. One each has been done for you. From this paragraph, you pick out the describing words and the naming words. What are describing words? We have already seen. Describing words are adjectives. Naming words are nouns. So you write down in the one bag here, you write down all the describing words here. And on the right bag, you write down all the nouns from the paragraph. It's very easy work now. So if you write down all these things, it will make you understand what are the words difference. What is an adjective? What is a noun? Adjectives are the words which describe nouns. Nouns are the name of a person, place or thing. Nouns are words which are the names of a person, place or thing. So here, activity 13. Read the description of the path and take note of the words in bold. Activity 13. The path to the river dropped steeply into the valley, then rose and went round the big mountain. It was frequently used by the villagers, the woodcutters, milkmen, and mule drivers. But there were no villages beyond the mountain or near the river. Here are some words you can see in bold letters. They are prepositions. So this activity introduces you what are prepositions. Let us see. Look at the sentence. The path to the river dropped steeply. Which word shows the relation between the path and the river? The word to. To shows the relation between the path and the river. Words like to, into, beyond, etc. are called prepositions. So here, some activity for you. They missed some prepositions here. Do not park, dash double yellow line. So you can fill with do not park on. On is the preposition there. You fill the blank with on. On double yellow lines. Next, don't drive, dash the park. Don't drive in the park. In is the preposition there. Next, walk dash the right. Walk on the right. On is the preposition. Drive on the left. Keep away from wild animals. Keep away from wild animals. Highly inflammable. Handle with care. With is the preposition. Beware dash dogs. You all know that everywhere we see the sentence. Beware of dogs. Now, see, look at the picture and write a paragraph using prepositions. The first sentence is given for you. Here you can see the picture and you have to make a description using prepositions. This is very, very important activity. Almost all the exams, this type of activities are asked. So let us see. an old man is sitting on a bench. You look at the picture, here is an old man. He is sitting not inside the bench, he is sitting on the bench. Similarly, you write many other sentences. You can see many things. So you can write a girl is flying a kite. Here is a boy is writing down with a pen. So many sentences you can describe from the picture. Do you understand all the activities? I hope. So read the activities again and write down all the activities on your notebook and study the language effectively. Improve your language, improve your English, improve your vocabulary. See you next class. I think we have completed all the activities of How Far the River. So next we are going to a beautiful poem. So next class we see the beautiful poem, The Echoing Green. Okay, bye.